Morning. Well, come out with me, my trusty 400i today, because I did say I'd come out with it once a month to give it a go. So I have my Technics wireless headphones on, my Garrett 400i. It's rained for about 4 days, so I'm hoping now that the ground's going to be better and I'm going to get better signals. So anyway, that's it. See you in a bit. So my first signal is a clunk. I've got everything. You notice I've got sounds on for you today as well. I don't think this will be anything because it went to 50s, but you never know, do you? Was it that? Yeah. So I dug that. It's a bit of rubbish, but it could have been gold, because gold would be about 50s. I thought I'd dig quite low signals with this today, see what I've done, and I've just found that was very low. It's a very rotted Vicky Penny, if you can see it. Look at the state of it. But it was very low, that was a 77. That's a nice old tomback button. You can tell tomback buttons because they're usually quite good condition and they clean up really shiny. And I think they're from about 1800, quite old. But yeah, I think that's what that is. Now if you're wondering why I've got my bong bongs on, it's because I'd charged my headphones up. I forgot to charge the other bit. So I'm just having to put up with bong bong. So I've gone from no noise to loads of noise. I find it quite hard work. Well there, that's what it was, a knot rock. Knot rocks are bits of coal that have come out of traction engines, I think, when they were ploughing it years ago. Give off a good signal, but they're horrible. You can tell because they're quite light, they're just pieces of coke. That's what that was. Don't know what that is. I think anybody's dug that one up though. It's like a little bit of something. So you can see that's a solid signal there. It's like 2 from the top. That usually tells me it's pretty like 90% is going to be a coin, so let's have a look. That's an old threepenny bit, that, from about 1940s. But I knew it was a coin, didn't I? Yep, that's what that is. And then you can see when you've dug it 3 sides and you put it back, well, you can't even tell where it's been. And that's definitely what you need to do to be a good detectorist. It's not what you find, it's how you treat the land and how you dig. That one's a little button. Don't think it's got a picture on it. But it means, you see, I like finding buttons because it means that people were walking here if the buttons were falling off. So settings, what I'm always getting asked what settings I use. Well, this is what I do. I put it on custom. I knock 2 of the sensitivity off there, and then I have that all off and I knock the bottom 20 off because that's iron there. So I knock them off. Now some people say they put it on coins. Now if you put it on coins, I'm just going to show you something. You've got that one missing there. Now, the trouble with that is, that's round about where golds and hammers can come up. So if you're knocking one of the things off there, you might be missing golds and hammers. So I'd either put it on everything, so if you're learning, then you can hear all the sounds. Or I'd put it on custom and just knock the bottom 20 off. That's what I'd do. Let's have a look in these clumpy things. This is an old buckle. I thought it was I think it's a shoe buckle because of how it's round. I don't think it's a horse one. I think it's probably quite old, that. Has it got any pattern on it? No. But that would have gone on your shoe. Like that. Let's put it over and see, look. I think it would have gone in your shoe anyway. I've had to squash these thistle things a little bit. Look. As well. Right near the thistles. Oh, fantastic! Oh, absolutely buzzing. Oh, buzzing. Purple, but don't care. Oh, purple in the hole. It's a little Vicky something. Look. 1883 it is. I could just see it at the bottom. That's well purple, isn't it? That's going to be getting boiled when I get home in bicarbonate of soda. Oh, fantastic! Well done, little 400i. Ow, just stabbed myself with a nail. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. You know, you should always go around like the little lumps of these sort of things. They seem to always have something good in amongst them. Oh yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with that now. Chuffed to bits. Well, chuffed with that little purple thing. Little purple Vicky sixpence. It is silver, I know it is. Yeah, proper chuffed with that. You see, I always think with a 400i and my AT Max, people always say, which is the best? Well, if I walk over it with either machine, I find it. The thing is, with the 400i, I just dig up a bit more rubbish, but you know, that's what you're paying for, innit? I can identify things a lot better, and I've dug quite a lot of rubbish up with today with that. But I'm also digging up the coins as well, and them are the same coins that I dug up with my AT Max. See? There it is, little purple Vicky. Don't know how much cleaning it's going to need, but there it is, a sixpence. See, well done 400i. You only have to walk over it, you'll find it. Yeah, a little bit of silver motivates you, doesn't it? Well, a little bit of purple. Come on, bit more. Oh, is it that? Oh, 52. Oh, a shame it's not 53. What's that? I think it's a bag seal of some sort. Yeah, I think it's a bag seal of some sort with a 52 on it. This is a lovely little solid signal. I'm on the bit of crack, you see it? Can you see it? What is it? Oh, it's very thin. Seen better days. Now, I've worked out now, I think some of these are charged the same that are very thin. I might be able to see some on that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think that's a charge a second. Now this little bit of patch of grass that I'm on now, we've been saving this. We've been saving this grass, so yeah, it's working out alright already. Now one of the myths that they have about the 400i is that you can ground balance it. Now you can't ground balance a 400i. It's self-balancing, which means when you switch it on the ground, it just sorts itself out and balances like that. There's no point pumping it up and down like you do with an AT Max and a AT Pro, because it doesn't do anything. Now I got told by a few people, oh, you definitely can, and I made a video saying you could ground balance it, and I got told by Garrett that you can't. So they're straight from the horse's mouth. Now this was a nice signal, but it's not next to, this used to be a wall here. It's there, whatever it is. It was worth digging anyway, that's how nice it was. Come on, don't be rubbish. Is that it? That's it there. A bit of an old rotten something. I've been doing a bit of cooking. I got a new oven and I've been doing a bit of healthy cooking and sharing it with my friends. Now I shared it with my friend Colin Hawkins the other day and he looked like he was going to be sick. But these are my very healthy buns. I'm going to show them you. See, look at them. Them are quinoa healthy breakfast muffins. Can you see them? I made them myself. Now what's in them is a bit of brown flour, some quinoa, which is like healthy rice, spinach, peas, sweet corn, grated courgette, and then some herbs. And to make it look, to make Kev like it even more, I brought some barbecue sauce. So come on Kev, eat one of my buns. Was it breaking up? See how soft it is? Look at them. It's just that they look like a cake, you see, they're not, they're just very healthy for you then. See, look, it's going in for more, and he's making sounds, he said they were nice. On for number 2 now, he likes it that much. He said it's a bit like a cake, but weird. What?
Can I have some more, please?
Yeah, you see, he's on for number 3. He's enjoyed it that much, he's having number 3. You see, success, look, empty. Now you might have seen me promising that I'd make a beach video. I did make a beach video, but it was only 4 minutes long, and the reason being was that it took us 2 hours to drive there. The rain was beating down like you've never seen. We got on the beach, it was like going sideways, the rain. It was that windy and raining, I couldn't make much, so we've had an heat wave for about 2 months, where it's been so hot, couldn't even walk my dog. I thought I'd come to the beach. And as you can see now, you see the weather's lovely, isn't it? It's like feels like about -2. There's a storm predicted. Well, you know what they say? There's no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothing. Well, I've got that on as well. I've got my summer pants on. So let's see what I can find at a lovely beach. Well, it is my first time with Maxie on the beach. And this is my first. Oh, look at it. It's like a crater on the moon. I still can't find what it is. Right, I've had my first success. 50p in the hole. And then I've been given that and told it's me, home outsider. So right, I've got the hang of it now, so I know what to do. I was trying to dig it like past you see. Well, it's hard to believe that this time last week I had heat stroke, isn't it? I'm absolutely soaked to the skin. I've not found anything yet at all, apart from 50p. I just can't get the hang of it. I think the thing is, you can take the girl out of the pasture, but you can't take the pasture out of the girl. I think that's what the problem is. This is a nice little solid signal. It's round here somewhere. Oh, it's full of stones in that. Oh, it's not that, is it? It's that, not rock. I've dug loads of these up today. Don't dig these up with my AT Max. But yeah, I've dug loads of them today. Now, I always detect up walls like this. And the reason I detect up walls, especially if you're in quite a remote area, is that years ago, if it was freezing and raining and windy, people would have walked behind these walls here and they would have sheltered behind them. And that's where they would have dropped the stuff while they were sat down, sheltering from the storm. So I go along the walls and I find stuff quite a lot of the time. Well, someone wanted me to dig a mid-range signal. So there's mid-range. It's not as dongy. I think that's going to be rubbish. Well, anyway, let's have a look. And there it is, mid-range. It was a little button in the hole. I don't know if you remember a while back when I found a little shield. I've just found another one, just exactly the same. They must have come off something. I don't think they're very old. I think they're like a cricket shield or something like that. Because the last one had something written on it. I think it said like Captain Craig or something on it, it said. So that might say something, but that's strange. That was just that little tiny thing there. This looks nice. Is it going to be my George III? I'm a bit short of George III pennies today. Well, after all that, it was just that bell-shapey type thingy of, I think it's lead. It's a good signal though, wasn't it? Oh, my fingers are killing from the nettles. Oh, my sound grass. Forgot it's been raining. Oh, my bum's all wet now. Oh, you get used to it being really hot, don't you? I mean, for the past 5 days we've had really bad torrential rain. But it's only sort of wet that much of the ground. The top of it underneath is still like really dry. After all that, it was that bit of history. I'm not sure which bit of history, but I think it's probably George III. I wanted one with I could see his little fat head. Quite like George III, seeing his little fat head pop out. Well, just had to pull these 2 big rocks out of here because I'm dead close to a wall. I told you I do waltz quite a lot. There's a nice signal there. What was ever under them stones? Come on, what you going to be? Is this going to be it? Is it going to be another little purple silver? Oh, it drives me mad that after having wireless. Things to do for you for videos, you see. Oh. Well, it was that, whatever it was. I dug under walls. Got no idea. It's not. I don't think it is a shotgun cartridge because it looks like it's got a little bit of metal on the end. No, I don't know what that is. It's definitely something though once, wasn't it? But what? I'm not too sure. This is going to be my last signal of the day, but it sounds lovely. That's the sort of sound you're looking for on a 400i. Constant signal there, 87, 88. Right, so I've pulled it back till I can't hear the sound. And I'm going to dig just directly in front of my coil there. There it is after all that. That was the hardest hole I've ever dug. Oh, is it going to be George Third's little head popping out saying hello? Is it? I can't tell, but it's definitely George Third, that I can tell. That was a rocket hard, that was. That was like digging through concrete. Well, we got it in the end, didn't we? Nice little rotted coin. I'm off home now. I've not found as many artefacts, but it was a bit of a new patch, this. So we didn't know what was on it, but I found a little purple silver, didn't I? Another little purple silver, so that's something to give me to clean when I get home. Stick in my little treasure box. So, good old, you see, doesn't let me down when it comes to silver. I just find a bit more rubbish than I would do it normally. But, what a top machine you are, 400i. So I'm going to come out with it probably once a month. And next time I'll probably remember to charge my little wireless box up as well as my headphones. So till next time, see ya. Mr. Horse, he's looking at my detector. Reminds me of Diggy a little bit. He's got an eye of Diggy. I think it won't like that. It will. Oh, it's lovely. Massive though. Aren't you? You're a big one, aren't you? Oh, just spitting that soily bit out. Don't be spitting it on the detector. Oh, it's lovely, it's bigger. Yeah. I bet you wish you had a polo, don't you?